everybody, this is Rizwan from increaser.org, and today I want to talk about what I've done in the last sprint, what is the current state of the app, and what I'm going to do next. So in the last sprint, I've completed 4 tasks. Initially, I was planning to move the Manage Projects block from the main page to the statistics page. I started with implementing a block that shows how much time did you spend on each project over the whole time you use the app. It looked good on the statistics page, and this feature makes sense because it gives you a view perspective on how much time did you actually spend on each project. So I could see like, okay, I tried once to work on this project and it took me, let's say, 30 hours. And now I could understand that if I want to do something similar, it will take me around the same time, and I could also compare how much time I spent on project and is it worth it or not to invest that amount of time into something. Then I tried to add an editing functionality to this part of the interface, and I realized that it is not right place to have this editing functionality because the statistic page is a read-only view where user doesn't want to edit something. He goes there to see analytics and understand his work habits and how much time he spends on each project. So I decided to not do what I initially planned to. The only thing I did related to manage projects actually is just to update styles a little bit. I planning to come back to this task later, but for now it is already some progress because it's improvement both on the statistic page and on the main page. There was a task on the community page that exists for a long time, and it is goals editing. So you can create a goal, but there were no ways to edit the duration. Previously, if you, let's say, had a goal for doing something every day for 30 minutes and you wanted to change it from 30 minutes to 1 hour, you would need to delete an existing goal and create a new one. I added an edit button to the expanded goal view, and you can change the duration from this interface. Also, I made a small changes in the styles to make goals look nice. Final 2 tasks were to add a dashboard for signup analytics and for onboarding. So let me show the signup first. So the first analytics is pretty clear, it's just a number of signups. Second one is conversion. So as you can see, it was growing for some time, and last week it started going down a little bit. The second one shows how many people play the landing video. So as you can see, it is almost 40%. The second one shows how many of the people that played the landing video ended up signing up in the app. This chart shows the conversion rate between closing the video and finishing sign up. So we could see that people who completed the video are more likely to sign up in the app. This chart is quite disturbing. Here you can see that majority of people leave the landing video even before it's loaded, and the rest close it maybe in 10 seconds. Very few people actually watch it. So it is definitely needs some action because right now the landing video is pretty much useless. The final chart will show us Pathfinder. Here we could see what people do after visiting the landing page. I created a few events that will show if people scroll until the end or not. So this will be like event scroll into the features section, scroll into the testimonial section, but in the following weeks it would be interesting to see how far people scroll into the landing page. That's all on the sign up. Now let's go to the onboarding. We could see how people go through the onboarding flow. For example, this shows us that 60% of people go from the welcome stage to the goal stage, while 38 go to any work now. And then we could go further and see patterns of how people interact with this onboarding flow. After some analysis of this, I would most likely to come up with some changes in the onboarding flow, but it is very good that now I have this access to Pathfinders because it is not available in the free version. So I applied for Amplitude Scholarship and I could use this Pathfinders analytics for 1 year. Next chart shows at which stages people end onboarding. So 121 people end onboarded with focus mode, 52 end up with not interested in the app, and 58 end up with I don't have any work now and maybe I'll use your app later. This shows us how many people leave the onboarding, so they don't answer to the questions, they just close the app and leave. Only 7% of people leave the app, though it means it's onboarding is not that bad. There are 3 scenarios of how people end up onboarding. One group of people are ready to work right now. The second group is not interested in the app at all. And the third one, interested, but they don't have anything to work on right now at the moment. And we have 3 funnels for every group. So only 73% of people that said that they're ready to work actually end up finishing set. It is not that bad, but it definitely could be better. People that said they don't have anything to work on right now, but maybe later, most likely won't come up to the app again. So only 34% of those people end up finished set. So there's definitely needed something to bring these people back to the app, but I definitely won't work on this for a very long time. And the final one shows us that 38% of people that said that they not interested in the app actually end up with a finished set. It could mean a few things. Maybe some people said that they're not interested just because they don't want to answer the onboarding, they just click no until the end. It could be the case, maybe some just curious and end up running a set. And it is interesting to see that there's high conversion of people who are not interested in comparison to those who interested but want to come to the app later. On the analytics side of things, we could see that all metrics are down in comparison to the previous sprint. Number of acquisitions is smaller. Sign-up conversion is a little bit smaller. Is the conversion rate on a finished set is also smaller, and the same for 2 days in a row. In terms of membership, there's no progress. So 3 people bought membership and 3 canceled, so the membership net is 0. One of the biggest problems in Increaser is that very few people build up a habit of using time tracking or the Pomodoro technique. So for the next sprint, I want to focus on this. And the task I chose is to start the rest automatically. Right now, when you finish the set, there is no prompt to start the rest session. There's an interface on the side of the app, and I myself never see it and never start the rest time. Right now it would get started automatically, and user would be able to change the duration while the rest is going, and there will be a sound notification after selected time. So it is more likely that a person will come back to the app and won't forget it once he finishes the set. I want to make a good interface for this, and it could make a good difference in the app if it will work out. So that's all for this time around, and see you in the next one. Stay productive.